I'm angry. I want to fight somebody, but I cannot fight somebody. Hey guys, it's Georgia here and welcome back to my channel. And as promised, this is my meet recap video. It's been 2 days since the Nationals competition here in Hong Kong. So for some of you guys who doesn't know, I just recently competed for Hong Kong Nationals. This competition is also the qualifier to join the upcoming World competition. So before I show you guys like the full edited meet video that my very good friend Jason did, I just wanted to share a little bit of my thoughts on that day, how I was feeling, and just how I feel about the results as well, and overall just my thoughts. Let's start from the very beginning. Woke up, was very well rested. I didn't cut, so I felt really amazing. We reached the venue. We weighed in at 73.3, and fast forward to squat. I opened with 127.5. I felt really good. I felt amazing. My training for squats has been good this block, this prep, so I knew that this would be a good outcome, right? So I squatted 142.5 for my final attempt. With squats, that was a no lift. I got 2 red lights for the squats, and honestly I feel like I shouldn't have gotten the 2 red lights. I was really in my feelings. The videos that we had showed that I did really great, like it was depth, but according to the 2 judges that was there, I didn't really hit depth. We tried to contest the decision, but it is what it is. We just had to move on. I had my handler Lovely, my best friend, and I had my coach on the phone with us, and we all were agreeing that we had to contest it, but then we couldn't change their minds. So Coach Eric just told me like, hey, it is what it is, we gotta accept it, let's move on to the next one and just make sure that we do good on the upcoming lifts. And if you guys don't know, like, I competed with, I think there's 5 of us in my weight class or 4 of us in my weight class. Me and another girl are really head to head with our numbers for the 3rd place. So this is really a crucial fight. Like, I am competing with a really strong female, and I knew I had to put like my A game out there. So with the bench, I also felt good about it, but on my first attempt, I was called out for not having my fingers on the ring. I can like talk more about like benching, the proper form, like what are the requirements and all that stuff on another video. But basically, like, the bar has a ring on it, like a smooth ring, and a finger should be on that smooth ring, whether it be your ring finger, middle finger, whatever, like there should be a finger on it. And for the longest time I've been training, like I had my pointing finger on the ring, but the middle judge called me out for not having my my finger on the ring, so I had to readjust my setup, and I ended up not making the lift, just because I think it felt awkward. I would say I was so cautious about my pointing finger now since the first attempt. So my second attempt, I moved my hands way closer, so my grip was a bit narrower, and that felt super weird. Failed that attempt, and at this point mentally I was just like, I'm not gonna get the 3rd place, like it's done. Like, that's how I was feeling, because at this point I failed 3 attempts already, 1 squats, 2 benches. Like, how am I gonna get up from that place, right? So kind of losing hope. And then on the last attempt of the bench, Coach Eric was just like, just do your regular grip. Like, if you know that you had your finger on the ring, on the bar, just do it again. Like, don't change anything. And I did it, and I wasn't called out for my hand positioning. So I was like, okay, and I made the lift. So we closed my bench at 55 kg. I feel like I could have done more, but it is what it is, right? And now the crucial part, which is the deadlifts. It's crazy because I know this is my strongest lift, and I remember I texted Coach Eric, and then I was just like, what is it that I have to do to make podium? What is it that I have to do to reach third place? And Coach Eric was like, we gotta fight, like this is a hard fight. And then I remember in my head, and I told him, I'm gonna make it. Like, I am gonna make it no matter what. Like, whatever it takes, I am gonna lift whatever weight I have to lift to make third place. And we followed through our plan, which is I opened with 137.5 and then followed by 145. And then the last weight, which is the crucial part. So powerlifting isn't just submitting weight that you have to lift. Powerlifting is a strategic game. And this is the first time that I would say like I really experienced it, because for the past other competitions, like, we didn't really have to strategize the way we did. I remember someone told me that it looked like we were scheming, like at the corner, like me and Lovely talking to Coach Eric on the phone and planning our strategy. So the last deadlift was very strategic. We had to change the weight that I was lifting 2 times, and we went from 155 to seeing that my competitor changed her lift, which required me to go up weight, which is like 157.5, which honestly, I was worried about, because I've never lifted this weight in my entire life. But I told Coach Eric, if this is what we have to put in and submit for me to get it, like, I know I will fight for my life to get up this weight from the floor. So we submitted 157.5. That was our first change. And so I had to wait for my competitor to finish her last lift, because I think her weight was lower than mine, so she goes first. And then when she wasn't able to lift that weight, we were able to change my deadlift weight to actually lower than what we initially attempted. So initially we wanted to do 155, but because she wasn't able to lift her last attempt, we were able to go down to 150, which is a weight that I've done. My current PR is 152.5 for deadlift, so 150 is a sure ball for me, and I was just ecstatic. You guys don't know how happy I was that I didn't have to go beyond like what I know I can. Like, I know I can lift 155, but that is like a bit iffy because I haven't touched that weight, right? But 150, 152.5, I know I got it. So that's what we did. We put in 150, and you guys will see the video of how I lifted it, how I did. And I'm really excited for you guys to see this following video that Jason edited, because it is fun. Like, it is actually a nice video. And to be honest, like, I would say that this whole competition was an emotional roller coaster ride for me. I was upset. I was mad. I wanted to like fight somebody. I cried. Like, I had to run to the bathroom after my squat to let out my frustration, my emotions, and all that stuff. But this is the sport. Like, you just have to take it in and accept what the judges say. And we contested, and decisions weren't changed. We just have to move on from it. But I was like so sad, upset, and then bench comes in. I was even more sad and upset. And then going to deadlifts, I was just like, yeah, I got this. And I was like happy, and then like I was nervous because of like the changing of the weights for our attempts, and then like I was happy again. So like, you guys don't understand, like my hormones was just like all over the place. My emotions was all over the place. But at the end, we did what we had to do, and I'm really happy with the outcome. And to be honest, I think we could have done better, especially with that squats. Like, I think if we were able to count that squats, my overall total would be way higher than what it is currently, which is the total that I have right now is the same total that I did on my last competition. There is nothing wrong with that, but I just know that I could have done more. But at the end of the day, the goal for this competition is to make podium. And so we did. Placed third, and we are going to Korea. Yeah, we're representing Hong Kong in the upcoming Worlds, which is on December. And we just started our prep. I actually just came back home from the first session back. Honestly, like this week, Coach Eric was like, do you want to just have a free time? Like, you do whatever you want to do in the gym and all that stuff. I told him, like, I don't need it. I'm okay with having a 1 day free day of doing whatever it is I want in the gym, but I want to get back on training right away, just because I know we have a lot of work to do. And I don't want to slack off. I don't want to have like a time where I become lazy and then like feel sluggish going back. But yeah, so that is my short spiel about the competition and how I feel about it and what are the upcoming plans. I'll be posting my prep and taking you guys with me with this prep. And I can't wait to get stronger, to go to Korea. And you know what, like, going to Korea, I don't even think that my goal is to podium. Like, I just want to be there, represent Hong Kong, and finally tell myself that, shit, you made it. Like, I made it. Because for the longest time, I've been thinking, like, when will I have that opportunity? And this is that opportunity, and I'm really blessed to be in this place that I get to do what I love to do, a sport that gives me so much joy, peace, structure in my life. But yeah, I'm cheesing, like, I'm just really, really happy thinking about it. But before I show you guys the next part of this video, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting me throughout this journey, especially the ones closest to me. Like, the people who are closest to me knows like how much this sport means to me and how much of a sacrifice and tough decision makings I've done to reach this point. I still have a lot of work to do. I still have a lot of things to learn, and I'm glad to have a very good support system behind me, because without them, I don't think I will have the strength to be where I'm at today. But yeah, that's it for this part of the video. And now onto the fun part, which is the edited video of what happened during the meet. Again, thank you to Jason for editing this video. I will put his Instagram on the description box down below so you guys can see his work. He's an amazing videographer and photographer, and he's also my business partner, so go ahead and check him out. But yeah, without further ado, this is Hong Kong Nationals 2025.
Huge man's weight, and they're tiny, and so is Jeorgia. It's kind of scary, guys. Be nice to girls, they can lift you.
I'm angry. I want to fight somebody, but I cannot fight somebody.
No fighting, no fighting.
No fighting. So I'll just release the anger with my deadlifts today. We shall see what happens.
She got this.
It's been a very emotional day. I fucking missed my my squats, but we were able to redeem ourselves with deadlifts. We placed 3. We're going to Worlds. See you in Korea.
70 kg bench and a 141 deadlift. Congratulations, victory!
You tell them how I did. I'm here with the winner. We hit 150 for the last deadlift attempt. And that was from coming back and forth from changing to possibly do 157.5 just to beat the person in the same weight class. I don't know if I want to say luckily, but that person did it his way. So we got to keep 150, which was the original plan. So now she's going worldwide.
Beast!
Thanks, that's all.